Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. McAllister. And that's going to be incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 32.
7 Pirates. Warriors 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
It's 4th down.
Inaudible here to get a new look.
Watch twist.
60 Mavericks. Ready?
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get set. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
70 range. Ready.
Looking to throw. McAllister. Pass caught. That's Golden. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 3.
Panther 11. Trap 6. 19 tight. 19. Let's go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 17-0 our score after one.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the
Raven football
line.
here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. RDT. Watch out. Yellow. 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 Up.
Purdy looking to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Now Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Yellow. Yellow. Up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
RDT. Watch out. Yellow. 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 Up.
Purdy now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Yellow.
Purdy. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First down. First and goal, Baltimore.
Yellow.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews taking it in. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on. Check out.
Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Drops it underneath for Tootin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
60 Maverick.
Off the play fake. McAllister. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Green. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. McAllister. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
4th down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got a big smile.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yellow. Yellow. Watch out. Yellow. 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 Up.
Here's Purdy. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rush in. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready?
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Broncos. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. McAllister. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
For a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. McAllister. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
44 yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Pick up of 44 yards on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Back to throw. Purdy. A short throw caught by Andrews. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Yellow. Yellow.
2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Yellow. 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 Yellow.
Shotgun now with Purdy. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Watch out. Yellow. 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 Uno. Hop.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Yellow. Watch out. Yellow. 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 Up.
Final play of the half. Purdy. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Watch out.
A final shot before break. Purdy. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead on the final play of the half. On his loop for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And this one too low. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Purdy from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Crawford. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. That is caught and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. 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 Up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Yellow. Yellow. 11. Yellow. Yellow.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Packers nothing. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Sack. 18.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down and 6.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hut.
Back to throw. McAllister. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Bronco 80.
They'll try and throw for it here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And Walker has it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. That's taken in by Kraft. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
21 yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Sack. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Nnamdi Madubuike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
23-yard line.
Okay,
Now,
ready?
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now, a timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half.
18, Pioneer. Warriors 70. Yeah. Ready.
Looking to throw. McAllister. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Trap 60, trap 79 Broncos.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
19 Lions.
Operating from the gun. McAllister. Touchdown. Christian Watson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to at least get 1 score back. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Yellow.
Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Yellow.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Razor, 65.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. On his loop for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 45, Packers 7. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. 65, Cat. 65. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. McAllister. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The kicker on.
Extra point forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Ravens 45, Packers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
It's second down.
Here we go. Yellow. 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 Yellow.
Now Purdy. To Barkley on the check down. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Here we go. Yellow. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yellow. 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 H-Rail, corner. Hot.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Yellow. Yellow. 11. Yellow. Hop.
Throwing here, Purdy. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
go. Ready?
Tootin will score. Touchdown, Packers. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Ravens 45, Packers 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Yellow. 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 Up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He dumps it off to Barkley. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Pick up at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That's good for a
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The pass caught by Olave. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
At the 1-yard line.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, Ravens.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
72.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Come on. Set, Cowboy. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
2nd and 6. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
1
9.
final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them.